because it usually takes a few minutes for Twitch to get itself sorted. YouTube's always first, without fail.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hello and welcome to the Gadgetz channel with me, Ian, and otherwise known as Ven, and Project Zomboid. It's the Sunday Live, and we're playing in and around Louisville at the minute. We're playing in Survivor mode. I'm currently being joined by Supertone. Joe will be joining us a bit later, as I understand it. So this
Hello.
week, yeah. So hello to Supertone. Just to keep you in the loop of what I've been doing in Warzone, I've managed to fully level every assault rifle. That includes the M13B, which you have to get from the DMZ mode by killing one of the bosses, the chemist, and you have to pick it up and exfil with that. I've managed to level that, all of the assault rifles, all of the SMGs, all of the LMGs, all of the pistols, all of the shotguns. I am left with a couple of sniper rifles. I've even done the riot shield. I'm just left with a couple of sniper rifles and the combat knife. So,
are you saying you're going into overpowered mode?
Yeah, well, I'm now kind of on the camo grind. I got my first gold camo for the M13B yesterday or Friday.
Here, I thought you were just going to go like Terminator. I shall come get you.
Yeah.
Hasta
Come
la
with
vista,
hasta la
baby.
vista, baby. Yeah, so anyway, Super, what have you been up to this week, mate?
I've been, besides the whole frickin' updates and everything, that basically every time that we get a server update and everything, the houses fill up again with zombies.
Lovely. It's just
So
what
we've been
want,
having to, besides building a garage, of course, I've been in the other house area. I basically built I call it the Tone Man Cave.
It's not the Palace of Solitude, then.
Well, it could
or
be.
the Fortress of Solitude. That's Superman's lair, isn't it?
It's Fortress of Solitude, but I've also started I'm working on making an attempt at something I'm going to see how it works, is actually destroy the one house that's nearby.
Okay. Alright.
And see if the zombies still spawn in that area.
Right, okay. So the outlay, if you've never seen my stream before, is that this is a free resource. This is map.projectzomboid.com, and this lays out the entire map. Now, what from we understand that's coming in Build 42, which is the next big update for Project Zomboid, is they're going to be expanding the map out to the east, the west, and the south. So that's this top left, bottom left, and bottom right areas. It's almost going to double the play area. On November the 24th in Steam, they have a sort of like a dev blog, which they come out with NPC animals. Yes, so animals are coming to Project Zomboid, so we'll be able to basically collect animals and have animals produce foods for us and milk and that kind of thing, I guess, as well as, I guess, wool and things like that, so and leathers, so that we can, tailoring will become more into it. And also, they mentioned there's going to be a big update on farming, and crops are going to be seasonal, because at the moment you can grow whatever crop you like at any time of the year.
So they're actually going to make it a season where it's basically you can't grow them during the winter time.
Yeah, but seasonal, in other words. So you can, some things grow over winter. I mean, I grow garlic over winter, and you're supposed to plant it in autumn and then harvest it in May, June.
Well, see, out here where I live, they have wheat. They call it winter wheat. So that would be kind of nice if they would take and actually do like a grain type thing.
Well, yeah, because if you've got things like that, I mean, you can always mill it into flour, that kind of thing. Because that's one of the things that seems to be missing from the cookery side of the game is, unless you find flour, you can't make it, can you?
No.
No, so you being able to mill your own wheat and flour. But then all of this all of this is what we're talking about now, lends to what's coming in the future, and this is probably a couple of years away, I suspect. Now, we know that NPC people are coming into the game. I've already posted videos on the Discord channel, the link in the description below, and we post stuff on there as what we're up to on our server and all of that in there as well as some of the things that I post on Twitter. And I've got some Warzone gameplay footage to post out as well from Calls, who was with me at the Fragland LAN, which I attended last weekend. And I've got some footage from Thursday night of us playing Warzone as well. I'm going to try and get that sorted out. I tried to do it this week, but I didn't get round to it. So hopefully I'll get round to some of that today or this week and get that posted up. But I need to turn my Alexa off. I forgot about that. So I don't want to hear those announcements. But also coming in Build 42 are NPC players. So, and they will have backstories and they will drive around in cars. And basically, the way that they're building it is that some of these people will be staying at a home, waiting for someone to come home while that somebody is out there trying to get home, and we'll come across their stories as we play the game. Or it might be a case of that person gets home, find that the family's already been turned into zombies, or there'll be other groups of survivors. And that kind of thing is all coming, but that's not happening in Build 42. That's coming in Build 43, maybe. So...
I could see that here. Basically, be like, "Yep, I am waiting for my wife. I was hanging around home, and the wife comes in, and she's a zombie."
Yeah. So with the farming and
more so than normal.
Yeah, more so than normal. That's no way to talk about your wife, mate. Yeah. So the whole farming changes and the addition of animals. And the expansion of the map, all of that is moving towards the other idea that there is of having the apocalypse. You start playing the game several years after the apocalypse has happened, and therefore the skill bases that you will have will be different. So you're more likely to have animal husbandry, farming. You're not going to have things like burger flippers, police officers, firemen. You're not going to have those sort of skill traits anymore. But that's all sort of like lending towards that, as well as having the NPCs. So interesting times to come, that much is for sure. But anyway, at the moment, this is how the map stands. We started off here in Rosewood, and as usual, we made a base here out of this outlying sort of farmhouse. It's a very short walk for you to get from here to there if you don't have a car. Then we moved into Muldrow. We made a base at the very other side of Muldrow in this building here. And this building here, this warehouse. But as Supertone said, every now and again, zombies turned up in it for no apparent reason. Then we actually sort of like skirted our way past West Point. Down the bottom here. We did some raiding around the bottom of West Point because that's where most of the shops are. Riverside, we didn't really touch much. And then we've made our way through the checkpoint here, with all these tents and fences, and then a couple of weeks ago we made our way along this road up here, and then we've made our bases in these houses along here. Now our current base is here with this 3-shed garage, and I think we've taken over this area here for the additional vehicles which we're intending to haul there and use for parts. Super's out and about somewhere, so I think you've got a base of about 5 doors up in it. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're about there, aren't you? With the one with the iron gate on the front.
It's right next to the one with the partial. Actually, it's a. Let me look. See where
You've forgotten, haven't you? I'm pretty sure it's that one.
I'm a couple houses down, or one house down.
One
house more.
Yeah, so that one with the metal fence around it.
Metal fence in the front. Yep.
That'd be that one then.
No, I'm right next door to that one.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That one.
Right, fair enough.
And I've taken the other one to the what you guys would call the south, but it's basically the one with the wooden fence hanging
Right, okay.
that I've taken over too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Joe will join us a bit later. But if you are happening to be watching the live stream, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, get on the chat, say hi, and ask a question. I'll always try to do my best to answer some of the game mechanics and other bits and pieces as we come across them. But yeah, don't forget to hit like, support my channel. It's free. It costs you nothing. It supports my channel, promotes my content a little bit more, and helps me grow my channel as well. And it's absolutely free. Alright. Right. So suddenly I'm looking at things and I'm saying there used to be bookshelves there. They're just missing. It's like,
whatever's going on in that base over there, I'm not.
It's all Joe's fault.
That's Joe's doing.
Yeah, that's all Joe. He's been a very busy boy.
Yeah, he's on more than I am.
Here are the bookcases. Right, so we're running a few mods. And I say a few, I mean quite a lot. Most of them are vehicle mods to add new vehicles in. We are running other mods like Book Learner and Book Collection. Book Collection changes the books so that if we have a look at these, they're numbered, sort of like 1 to 4. Those are magazines. How are the books gone, Joe? What have you done with them all? I think they're up here somewhere. Oh yeah, they're on this bookshelf over here. So you've got like Carpentry 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Carpentry 1 is the first one you read, when that will give you a couple of levels, and Book Learner will give you those levels rather than you actually having to do them. Now I think that's fair enough in a multiplayer instance, whereas if you're doing it single player, it feels like it's cheating a little bit. So here we go. Food. I need food. Have I got any food on me? I've got some chips. I need to deposit that. I don't need to carry marinara around with me. Now, I'm trying my best to keep to Joe's filing system. It's not easy. Yeah, I have to admit it's not easy. I don't want to upset him.
Well, I do enough of that.
Yeah, well, you and me both. It's like I'll just put the marinara in with all the lentils. That really upset. Yeah, so about 2 of them. We'll just dump those in there. Peanut butter. That was, I saw that somewhere. That was, I think it was in one of the other drawers. Fruit jams. Oh, there it is. It's actually in that one. Oh, there we go. So marinara. Oh, there's 9 in there anyway. So peanut butter. I saw peanut butter. I know I saw peanut butter. I mean, I'll just dump it all in a box and have done with it. I'm just untidy that way. There is peanut butter. Although we've got 8 of those. Seed packets, a trowel, and empty notebooks and gum. Let's have some chips because my character's peckish. Let's get rid of some hot sauce as well. I've only just seen that. So, hot sauce, there we go. Got lots of hot sauce now. Rice, vinegar, yeah, that can go in there. Seeds and a trowel. Now, you keep the trowel. I don't know where he's keeping seeds. Oh, that's not the front door. There might be the veggie patch around the back, assuming we have a veggie patch. Cleared all these trees out, they're starting to grow back again. We have a well. So this is part of the more builds mod, which allows you to build other stuff. Let's get rid of that. Well, we don't exactly have a veggie patch, but we've got watering cans just laying around.
Well, I think a lot of it's just because of the fact that we don't have enough, haven't been using the food as much.
No. No, I mean, we were even though we're on survivor mode, finding canned food hasn't really been much of a problem. Now, one of the things that's worth mentioning about canned food, and I'll quickly just dive in with this, is you do need a can opener, but not for all cans. So if I find these ones, right, so you can see here most of these cans are like the traditional round cans. For any round cans, you actually need a tin opener. Now, I always carry a tin opener in one of my fanny packs here. But for things like the square ones, like corned beef, sardines, and I believe tuna, you don't need them. You don't need a can opener. You can go without. They're just like a ring pull system, like you have on the top of a can of Coke. So that's something to mention. So if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're desperate for food and you don't have a can opener, that's the sort of thing you're looking for. Alternatively, you could try foraging for berries or mushrooms. If it's just been raining, mushrooms become more abundant. And then that will also build up your foraging skill. And that builds up fairly quick on its own without actually needing to read any books anyway. And I'll actually quickly demonstrate foraging. I love foraging. It's a really useful thing. Now, it works in urban areas, and it works in areas where there's lots of vegetation and that sort of thing. So, let's see if I can actually find someone that's actually full of vegetation. I don't think this area down here on the map looks like it could be useful. I'm just going to hop over the fence, take my life in my hands. It's just because, like, usually you jump over a fence and there's a horde of zombies waiting for you, and it's like, yeah, deep joy. Okay, so this is sort of like gardeny enough.
You're in what looks like Joe's second garage area.
Yeah. Okay, so using this icon here, this magnifying glass on the left, you go investigate area, and you can see that it gives you a picture. It tells you the kind of area you're in. So if I actually move over here off of the green area onto the road, it then becomes road, and those are the differentiations. So road is part of the urban scene, vegetation is part of obviously the rural side of things, and depending on where you are, or depending on what that picture is, depends on what you're likely to find. And it actually tells you here in this pop-up that you can see where it says road, that it actually says stones are normal. So you're going to find stones, you're going to find chip stones, which you can use to create axes and spears and knives and that kind of thing, basic tooling. And then if we dive over here, you can see it's changed to vegetation, and it says food is rare, firewood is rare, animals are rare, stones insanely rare. So we'll have a look anyway. I'm not expecting to find anything, but you might find dead animals, which you can then butcher and cook. So we'll enable the search mode, and you see that the whole thing just brings in, and immediately you can see that I've seen something, the eye icon appears over the top, and I've found termites. That's new. I've not found termites before. They must be new in the game. Now, you can either pick them up.
Actually, they were around the last playthrough we had.
Really? Okay, they weren't a few... They didn't show up last time I demonstrated this when we were on the previous playthrough, when we were on like what I would refer to as our easy mode. I've never seen them before, so for me that's new.
Yeah, I remember seeing them last playthrough because the fact that I put them in the.
You put them in a wooden container.
Yeah, I put them in a container or actually not wooden container. I made sure not to do that.
Yeah, because it makes you wonder whether they'd actually eat the wooden container. Because they're termites. But anyway, I digress. You can either pick them up or discard them. If you pick them up, you could probably use them as bait for fishing, because that's what the insects are usually used for. But whether you pick them up or discard them doesn't really matter. You still get the XP for finding them. So you basically wander around here. Now, different things affect foraging, including the weather, including whether you're crouched or crouched and aiming. So what I mean by that is if you crouch, so your character's moving around a bit more stealthy, or you press the right mouse button and they're ready to aim, that all improves your ability to find things. One of the other things which is unsurprising, I suppose, is if we take a look at this icon, you see here it says vision effectiveness, and it says crouching radius, you get +10 for crouching. For a weather effect, we're getting -0.8%, but clothing effect -75. And the clothing effect is actually my motorcycle helmet. So if I equip it, I now no longer get that, that effect of minusing on my ability to forage. And then if I do that as well, I can bring it up. It says aiming bonus 33%. So crouching gives you 10, but if you're aiming, it gives you +33, which means you're much more likely to find things. But obviously, it's because you're being slower, and you can see the sort of radius of circle that you're going to find things out in. But this whole mechanic was introduced earlier in the year. Previously, it was a case of you just picked a spot on the ground and said, "Hey, look, I'm going to forage this area," and it would find whatever it is. Right, so what have we got here? We've found some dandelions. Again, never seen those before. And again, I can pick them up or discard them. And they are adding stuff into the game all the time. The food diversity has gone up by quite a lot in the terms of cans and things like that this year. All those sort of incidental sauces like the marinara and the hot sauces, they weren't in the game last year. They've been added this year, and it's been quite an improvement, hasn't it? Because like things like flour and yeast, that wasn't in there before as well. It's like this again is moving towards that whole idea of starting the zombie apocalypse well in the future of the apocalypse event actually happening, and we're back to basics. We won't have electricity, running water, that kind of thing. So you will rely on things like wells and farming and sheep for wool and making clothes, that kind of thing. So you'll have different people doing, specialising in different jobs, I should imagine. But it's all sort of like, that's what I think. That is my opinion. But I think that's a perfectly reasonable thing to assume. But yeah, so right, let's go do some raiding.
All right, where do we want to go? I don't know exactly. I know we were playing around me and Joe were playing around the apartment area last night for a little while.
Yes, I saw the pictures on the Discord and commented earlier this morning that it was a complete mess. There's so many bodies everywhere. So have we raided any of these houses to the east of our bases at all? The ones in this sort of like what looks like a fenced off gated community.
You are over at right near the horse track.
Yes.
I haven't been there myself, but
I'll take the road
over
here. Well, I'll go and have a nosy.
All right, let me get my stuff sorted here. Because I was adding on to my new garage, so. All right, put that there. Put that there.
Check my X. My X isn't in the best of conditions, but I do have in my backpack. Actually, I'm going to put the nightstick there in my belt so I can use that if I lose my axe all of a sudden, because that's likely to break. Because unlike Super and Joe, I tend to use a melee weapon in game, whereas Joe and Super, they tend to use some sort of gun with a silencer on it, which in itself is another mod. We are using a firearms mod, which adds other weapons into the game, like AK-47s and other sort of like weapons like the Mossberg, which I think is a shotgun, isn't it? The Mossberg, I don't know, I'm not particularly.
The Mossberg is a shotgun.
Hey, I was right. It's always nice to be right. I'm not right very often, if you can't tell.
Trying to see if I have any more food, if I need to grab some more food.
Well, there is food around here. I've just found there's like 3 cans of food here. It's nice that they've added in things like fruit cocktails, and if you actually open a can of fruit cocktail, it actually improves your happiness. I've always said, as part of Project Zomboid and all the rest of it, if you cook food, it helps you with depression and the overall happiness of your character. So it's always a good thing to cook food. For that, you need sort of the roasting pans, an ability to sort of cook on something. So whether that's a barbecue or a fire pit, that kind of thing. That's going to have 0 battery power. It has 3 gas in it. Well, hey. So, yeah. We run our houses with generators, which you find about the game. They're usually easy enough to find in sort of like the affluent communities, that kind of thing. Now, we've obviously been around here because there's a zombie. There we go. Let's have you, my lovely. There we go. She's got an empty duffel bag. Nothing worth taking. But again, what's she doing in the house? Griddle pan, plastic cups. I think I raided this house.
And that comes down to, again, the zombies respawning into the where we actually already have been.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even though one of the things that we found when we started off doing multiplayer Project Zomboid on a server like this is oh, that was close. There's no explaining something and a zombie jumps out at me. Is that not turning off the respawn was extremely detrimental to us getting anywhere, because every time we logged on, all of the zombies had entirely respawned in an area. We had to clear them out again. So, as Joe put it, it's a case of you've cleared out all the zombies. Where's the reward for doing that if they're just going to respawn back in? And I completely agree with that. So, it's like, if you clear out a town of zombies, you don't expect to find any more, do you? But there is a case where zombies do actually respawn in small amounts, and you can't turn that off. Unfortunately, it's just how the game is built.
And that's a lot of this is right now. It's the game doing all these updates, and then they do all that to the players.
Yeah, that's what's happening basically. Oh, lard. One of Joe's favourites. He's always on the lookout for lard. Yep. But there is still plenty of food in these houses.
Well, I am about to come down
and we are not short of food by any stretch of the imagination. So,
you mean we're not on food shortage?
No, I don't think so. I think we're kind of hitting the point where we've got the server under control. We're in Louisville. We've got bases. We're not short of food. I think we might need to step it up again.
Well, I'm on my way, but this idiot decided to, after I was about to come down, he went to my other place of business. So,
yeah, I mean, there is food. There's cans of food still kicking about.
Alright, what is your location? I'm on my way.
I am... You've gone past the turning. If you go back up to the main road, take your first turning to your right. Or if you carry on down that road, Take the first turning on your left, follow it around the corner, take the next first turning on your left. Oh, have you hopped over the fence?
Nope, I'm on in my truck.
Oh, okay. According to this, you're driving through a house. Oh no, you're back on the road.
I see I've got a party over here.
Yeah, there are small clutches of Z's that I've come across. Nothing major though.
It's actually a pretty good party.
Oh, okay.
It's just down over by the horse track.
I can see where you are on the map. On the mini-map.
That's okay. I've got it under control.
Oh! Let's destroy the Z's. There's actually an half decent looking car here. And again, I've managed to equip my lighter. It's one of my favourite things to do. I fight zombies with a lighter in my hand.
Oh, you know, it works if you have Molotov.
Yeah, I don't have such contrivances about my person. Okay, so this car's unlocked. It doesn't appear to have a key, but because I have mechanics and electronics skills, and they're only the very sort of like start skills, so that's having read a book, or a couple of books, or built up your mechanics to level 2, and I think your electrical to level 1. Or if you just take burglar as your starter trait, you can then hotwire cars. Now, provided the car has electricity in the battery, or the battery's got the full, and you have some petrol, you can actually start the car. But this car's not even starting at all, which suggests the battery is flat, and this does happen. I mean, we've been playing in-game for a year. So, literally a year, because you start off in sort of March time, it is now March the following year. So if I sort of like take a look at this, go for the vehicle mechanics. It says it's got petrol because it gave me the option to load up a jerry can. And you can check on this, and it says battery condition is 48%, remaining 0. So it's got nothing in it from electricity, and it's only got very little gasoline. Its overall condition isn't amazing, or is not as good as it looks, let's say. How's your party going on?
Oh, it's going great. I invited more guests.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing you do. I'm going to hop over the fence, and you should be sort of there-ish. According to this, you're still in the middle of a house.
Yeah, I gave a nice honk to try and get.
There's a few incoming.
That's okay. Bring them on.
I think we could try and make a break for the city centres, or we could go raid the distilleries if you haven't already done that.
I started raiding the distillery.
Running away, running away.
Just send them to me.
I'm not letting you have all of the fun. So as you can see, the truck that Supertone's currently sitting in, this is one of the modded trucks that we've added into the game, which I think you would find in real life. I mean, there's plenty of those sort of vehicles around.
I would offer you a ride, but my passenger seat, one of my passenger seats is full.
Yeah. I'm just going to see if I can find some. Oh, hello. This is a survivor's house. Right, now, a survivor's house is basically it's barricaded up. Now, how they manage to barricade themselves on the inside when it's clearly barricaded on the out is pretty impressive. Now, you can see they're trying to get out. You can see things are rattling. You're more likely to find some decent loot in there. You're more likely to find weapons, and you're more likely to find food or stockpiles thereof. But obviously you've got to fight the Z's inside for it. And there's usually about 5 or 6. But obviously you have to unbarricade it and then open the door, and it's like, yeah. Now, the problem with that is once you unbarricade a door, you end up carrying the plank. And then that overburdens you. And then as you're overburdened, you slow down. And you're more likely to get caught by the zombies as a result. So you have to be careful of that. So I'm going to try and do this in a slightly different way. Once this geezer's been passed, because he's probably going to come my way.
A zombie just triggered an alarm.
Seriously, the electricity's been off for at least a year. Which is one of those other things that I think's a bit bogus. It's like, yes.
Yes, I'm hearing it right over here if you can't hear it with me.
Yeah, it's just a bit sort of like, yeah, the alarms are going off in the houses, even though the electricity shut off years ago. Well, months and months ago. And although, yes, battery-operated alarms are a thing, you would have thought that they'd have run out of battery as well by now.
Well, the alarm did shut off now.
Okay, so I need to refresh my water bottle in my main inventory. Right, so having a water bottle in your main inventory with fluids in it, that's always a good thing. But what it means is your character will take a drink from it. They're ignoring me.
Yes.
They just blatantly walked past me. They obviously have something else in mind. I think it's someone in the back of a truck.
Well,
you're the one making noise. I'm just standing here eating cereal. Now, normally I would be on the breakfast menu, but they've literally just ignored me. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm not the main attraction here. Oh, this one looks like it's tasty. Yes, I can hear that. Or I could hear that. Oh, hello. All of a sudden, I'm popular.
You're taking some of the popularity?
Oh, no, that's interesting. That's very interesting. One of the barricades on the door is gone, and I didn't take it off. So that means the zombies on the inside that are trying to break out have managed to break off the barricade on the outside of the door. Let's see, what I was going to do is I was going to barricade this window, see if I could open it, and then get inside and have a look. I might just wait for those zombies to knock through the door. Let's see if I can
that's okay. I would come join you, but I got quite the party here.
Okay, well, the other alternative is if I can't open that window is to smash it. But as you can see... Oh, look, that's the track. Oh, look, they've broken out. Yep, they've finally broken down through the barricade and the door. Right, so you can see that by unbarricading... I've now got a hammer in my hand. So I'm now going to have to swap that out for my axe. See whether or not I can muscle my way in here. You see the door's finally smashed in. There's still one in there, and I know there's one around the corner because it came from me on the outside of the window, so he's gone. There's one banging on the door there. That one's down. Now this could be a bit dicey. There could be more than one in here. And there's none in there. I could have sworn there was one banging on that. Oh well, never mind. Let's have a look. So, Okay, so there's quite a weaponry stockpile in here. Mostly handguns, mixed match of rounds and other bits and pieces. There's a baseball bat, I love that, thank you very much. A hand axe, shovel, garden fork, your favourite, super. Some rotten food. No, I don't want my lighter in my inventory again. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong keys, which doesn't help. I'm a big fan of that. There's a gun with a magazine. It's in really shoddy condition, though.
I would come join you, but...
That's fine. That's fine. There's a Glock. A Ruger. They're in poor condition, but... what rounds are you using?
The 22 LR.
Okay, I found 5 rounds of that for you. I'm now over encumbered, as you can tell by this here, because I'm holding a plank. There we go, let's get rid of the plank. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Put the hammer in my backpack as well. Right, so Supertone's just up here.
Yeah, you can see my mess up here.
I can. It's a jolly good mess, old boy. Right, there's some people in here. Desperately trying to get out to visit Super.
Let them come.
This one's more interested in me because I opened the door in his face. So that door's on the shakes. There we go. There's always someone in the cupboard. Crowbar. Always good. Nothing around there though. Nothing in the bathroom. Bedroom. Let's check the kitchen out for canned chili, evaporated milk, and the old favourite dog food. Some crackers. Let's eat those. Now, collecting rotten food can be really useful. Rotten milk is good, but if you take the rotten food, put it in a composter, that will produce worms for your fishing, which is one of the reasons why we set up next to the river. I mean, there's a couple of strategic reasons for that. First off is you can't get any zombies coming from that direction because there's a river, and the second is
you want to do me
yeah, go for it.
You want to do me a favor? There's a fuel truck type thing up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Since
we're
I've
next
got
to the
the-
river, so we can go fishing. That's what the worms are for, and the insects can be used for, like the termites that we found earlier. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. It looks in pretty shoddy condition, and it's not likely that it's actually going to work because the likelihood is... Oh, I'm in it. Let's... Battery's dead.
Yeah, well, what kind of condition otherwise?
The condition of this vehicle is... Dun, da, 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 da. Don't get bitten by zombies. 23%. Oh, the engine condition 15%. Quality 36. Yeah, that's in pretty poor condition. That has to be said.
Well, I'm about to sound a alarm since I'm seeing all these zombies from the distance.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Yes. So
This is fantastic. I just get to sit back and watch.
exactly.
Project Zomboid on auto mode. It's idle Project Zomboid.
Or it's as Joe calls this, my cheater truck.
Yes. Well, I mean, using fire is kind of a cheap method as well. I mean, we've done that plenty of times, but since they've nerfed the siren, the only other way you could use fire is by kiting the zombies around, which is what I always used to do anyway. It's just long-winded and difficult to do. As soon as you've got a zombie that's set on fire, they just keep going until they burn out. Right, where were those rounds that I found? 2 rounds, there we go. I have deposited the .22 LR rounds in one of the seats in your truck.
Alright, I'm gonna move us. Unless you want to check out this house, I mean.
But there's very little point. I mean, food isn't really a problem. I think we're now sort of looking for more exotic goods. And we don't need generators. We don't need oil or petrol. We don't need seeds. We've got plenty of seeds. We've got plenty of weaponry, with both ranged and, melee range. So I love the way that vehicle just suddenly dropped its wheels because you just touched it with the truck. You can hear that alarm going off.
I hear the alarm. But I'm also trying to get us into position here. There we go.
Yeah, that black car looked like it was in reasonable condition. I always say that and then I'm always disappointed.
And now we can say shout, shout, shout.
Yeah, make me wanna shout. Shout. Come to Uncle Van, let me go. The great thing is you can sit on this thing and they can't get you. There's one stuck on the front.
That's why I always change seats. I see you back there, buddy.
He's hiding.
I see you back there. Now he's just kind of there.
I love the fact that the truck disappears and all you can see is your character floating through, floating along the road.
Put that one out of my range there for a second.
Again, these cars, they don't look like they're in terrible condition, but they don't look like they're in great condition, and they're probably not going to start either. And I'm again eating famous last words. The battery condition's gone. It's got no gas, but its overall condition. This Ranger vehicle's in not bad condition. That van looks like it's not in terrible condition. That's not awful, but it's not great either. Yeah, that's then slightly better, Nick. Just a bit of a crappy engine. Engine quality 50, overall 30% isn't great. Having good mechanics, having the spare parts. What was the battery like? The battery was nice and green. I don't think it doesn't necessarily mean it's got any power in it, though. No, it's absolutely flat as a pancake. Do we have battery chargers? I think we do, don't we?
Yes, we do at both bases.
Okay. And we do tend to go mad on batteries. Well, on vehicles in general. Okay, let's hot wire this one. Again, all the batteries are flat.
Looks like you got quite the party over here. Let me invite more, since I kind of want to join in this party too. That one's got a nice spear looking at it, sticking out of him. Bad neck sticking out of his back. Okay, so let's have a quick nose at the map. What's this big blue area down here? Is that like a shopping mall or something like that? Thinking that's the campus.
Oh, that's the
University.
School.
Did you want to ride?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and go forward a little bit more. Go to this intersection. Did you take some of my food?
No, that was some of my food from my backpack.
All right, I'm grabbing a. Got the party coming here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a few. Can't hit that one. For some reason he's targeted in red.
Because of the fact that he's out of your reach.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, I think we ought to sort of like try and move more. Sort of like if we go. This is a dead end, by the way. If you come back to the intersection and turn right or left, doesn't matter. There's a nice big green area there, opposite the distilleries.
I'm gonna take this guy out the easy way. All right.
You ain't gonna get past them in this.
I see that. Well, we got somebody who missed the party.
You want a cookie?
Do I want a cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love a cookie.
Have half. Have some.
Thank you. Just a little piece would be lovely. Thank you, Emily. Always nice and warm. Mmm. Fresh, hot, baked cookie. A rare treat in this house. Oh, that's nice. Just well as I've got some tea with it.
But no, you probably have an energy drink or something of that today.
No, I'm energy drinkless.
That was all the way cookies.
Hey, thank you. Oh, I've got two. I've got a little one and a big one.
All right, let's see if I have a clear opening over here.
Looks good.
Yay.
Well, if you turn left, you're heading towards the distilleries. There's a rock.
Well, didn't you want to check that out today?
Well, if you've already been there.
I haven't looted at all. I just took a few bottles of bourbon.
But I think that's fine. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look at this ambulance. On this
Probably
van.
not in the best condition.
No, I've got a few holes in them.
There is a semi right over here, too.
Oh, yeah, that's in terrible condition. That's red everywhere. Overall condition 11%. And this isn't going to be much better, I suspect. Yeah, it's about the same.
You know, you can hit the.
So
There
just
is a
carry
way
on.
you can get in without. Are you in?
Oh, that's fine. Just go, go, go. I'm used to hoofing it.
Well, there is a semi over here too.
Oh,
It's actually in pretty good condition too. But yes, I've been over here to the distillery and I've cleared up pretty much everybody, hopefully. And there is a box truck up here. I haven't checked it out
okay.
at the distillery.
Yeah, this semi, it looks in good nick. Just trying to find the bit where you can examine the engine and that. It's usually on the side. So
It is on the driver's side. There you go.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no, it's in pretty good condition all over. I mean, the brakes are a little dodgy on the front. Need some battery. Where's the fuel? Can't see the fuel tank. Mufflers.
Should be gas tank.
Yeah, can't see it. Unless... No?
It's just under other. Slide up, slide it up.
So line it up. Okay, okay.
It'll.
Oh, it actually has gas in it. Only one. One unit, but it does have gas in it. It just needs electricity. It's a nice cookie. The problem with having a big cup like this is as soon as I put it up to my face, I can't actually see the screen. I'm trying to look round my cup to see what's going on. Cuppa. Now this is done.
Yeah, I'm at the main door, the garage area of the distillery.
Okay, so you're down the other end, right? Okay. I'm just gonna have a look at this box truck.
That's okay. I've got the focus on me for the ones that could affect you.
There we go. Again. I'm betting that's either got no petrol, no electricity, or a bit of both. Yep, no electricity, and it is out of gas, but it is in really good condition. And here we have lots and lots and lots and lots of bourbon. And empty bottles to make Molotovs with. Right, so bourbon...
Inside the garage.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything in here, well, zombie-wise. So bourbon can be used as a disinfectant for rags and things like that. So if let's just grab some here, you can see that bung that in. I don't need that anymore. That it's just loads of rubbish. So with bandages or even with ripped sheets, if you've got disinfectant or you've got bourbon, you can actually make a disinfectant rag or disinfect the rags. I can disinfect all of them, or I can make Molotov cocktails because I've got the rags and I've got the bottles. But disinfected rags help fight infections should you get them, which is just really useful. You can also create, and what it does, it basically creates a sterilised rag. The other thing you can do is you can boil rags in water, and that will sterilise them as well. Which you can then use as first aid. Somewhat what?
If you want to dump some of those into the back of my truck, I got room.
Yeah, I haven't exactly been collecting hordes of them, so let me do that. Again, it's useful for
if you want.
If I want, there is room. I'll just grab some.
I mean, we could. Otherwise, we can throw quite the party.
Of course, the alternative is you could always drink it. You know, drink your sorrows away in the zombie apocalypse. Drink your sorrows away, sing the blues.
Staying in my truck just because of the fact I'm kind of keeping an eye on the area.
Okay, so I've snagged about 26 bottles in my main. I've got a similar amount in my backpack.
Apparently, you're having a little portal thing going on.
Am I doing a Joe?
Yeah, all of a sudden I see you come out the door and you're almost to my truck, and it's like, then you're at my back of my truck.
Okay, so if anything, I'm kind of getting water desperate. But not too bad. I've got another bottle yet. And we've been out and about for a couple of days. Might just dive in here for a moment, see if I can find a water fountain and just fill up. Or even a tap of some description. I think there's a tap over this side. Maybe, maybe not. Note, this is usually the time when I bite the farm. Right, taps. Right, here we go. Fill empty bottles.
The thing is,
Yeah, go on.
I think most of them have said that I took care of most of them for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. It's actually getting to the point where it's going to be daylight. I'm going to go raid a couple of these houses across the road. Again, it's dark. I'm on my own.
The thing is I'm gonna take and save. Plus, it's raining now.
Yep, and lightning. I'm alone in the woods. Right, so we actually have a quick look at this. You can see that actually it's changed from vegetation. It's now more woody. It's more forest, and then beyond that you get deep forest. You're more likely to find wood and logs and things like that. It's actually not a bad place to come and look for that sort of thing if that's what you're after. However, the lightning might be the light that I've got. I brought a ring light for Christmas last year, and that's just sitting there flickering at the minute. It's a good job don't suffer from photosensitive epilepsy or anything like that, to be honest. And you open the window and immediately walk into a room full of Z's. Right, let's go for the canned pineapple. Let's open that. That will help increase my happiness. You can see it actually gives you a minus hunger of 15 and a minus unhappiness of 10. That's the sort of thing that I'm after. Those sort of things. A few bits of cans here. Uh-oh. Did you hear that?
Not exactly up there.
No. That's officially
You
time
took
to
a-
leave. Oh crap.
Here, let me try and make my way toward you and
That's okay. I'm on the run. I've escaped with my life, and I've just hurt myself and dropped my axe. At least my pain, scratched foot bleeding. What? I think I just dropped my boots.
how'd you do that?
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to know how to know I did that. I also dropped my axe.
Well, as per usual,
It's alright. I have a nightstick.
I see here you got a party up. There's a party right here.
I'm actually leaving. I'm going to hobble in this direction.
That's okay. I'm gonna take care of this party here.
Well, I'm going to hobble. Where are you? Oh, you're over there, are you? Okay. Did I actually pick those shoes up? Yeah, I did. Wear them. Okay, that'll help.
Oh yes, I see there was a whole bunch of zombies at this one house, so I was like,
But I also need time. I'm exerted as well. High exertion, can barely jog. I really need a hand.
all right.
Just get some distance on these guys just so I can keep ahead of them.
Are you on the main road?
Yeah.
All right. Well, give me a second here. How close to my base are you?
Close. Why am I hurt on my feet when I have my military boots are still in good condition? That's bizarre. Somehow I managed to scrape wrong direction, Super, other way. Somehow I managed to hurt my feet even though my feet were covered with boots. Maybe I can now use the alcohol wipes to disinfect.
They're coming at you,
Yeah.
but I would try and go into that gas station out or something, because you got a bunch coming at you.
It's okay.
Got one coming at you.
What I'm going to do is get into the back of your truck where I'm
Fine.
safe. And I can put my military boots back on. That was so bizarre. Why did I get damaged on my feet? That was weird. That has to be said. Saying I'm overloaded.
I'm gonna move the truck here.
Okay.
Get this lady.
Yeah, I haven't been in that and had a close call like that for a while. That has to be said.
All right, where would you like to go now, sir?
Right, so if you go back up, go right down this road just here.
Well, let me get. I like when I see pods like that. I take and have to.
I don't know why my character suddenly decided he was going to drop his axe. Drop these shoes.
I think there's an axe in the back of a hand axe or something in the back of my truck if you need it.
Yeah, I've got a baseball bat, so I'm not and a nightstick, so I'm not defenseless. It was the fact that I was exerted and cut and bleeding on my feet, so I was hobbling around. So I couldn't really get the distance to do anything about it. So
I'm gonna go on the other side here.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find my axe. It'd be on either be on one side of this fence or another. But I'm in a good position where I can actually defend myself. I think it was further up more. It's either gonna be on the floor. It's gonna be around here, isn't it? Because this is where I jumped over the fence. And those are the zombies that chased me, so. So what happened to my axe? Did my axe just glitch out or something? Because I can't see it. That's just weird.
You hearing the alarm?
Just about, yeah.
I would not come toward me.
Okay. And that's because I ran and jumped over the fence that I got hurt. Like I say, it's just weird.
Especially if you were overloaded.
Well, I wasn't. That I remember. I might have been slightly, but not huge amounts. No, that window's not open, so maybe my axe is further up. I've just taken out a different group.
Well, my machete broke, so.
Oh, this looks promising. There's a dead body in the garden. Yeah, this is the place. Yep, I can hear the alarm going off as well. Where's
That
my
might be a
axe? Give
different-
it back, you swines. This baseball bat says, give me back my axe.
Do we want to go get a baseball bat?
Oh, go on. I'm using it. Ah, found
No,
it.
I want to get, more baseball bats.
That is a thing. We could do that. But my axe
Ooh,
is...
here's a bus up here.
Oh, okay. I'm on my way.
But I would wait because the fact that I'm going to attract these zombies over here.
It's for taking me axe.
Yep, here's another alarm.
Well, they are definitely coming for me now. But I've got my axe back, so you guys are ruined. Let's remove the bandage. I've got fast healer, so it should work fine and dandy. You can see I'm not bleeding. Can't put the baseball back in the back of my backpack because of one thing or another. Don't quite know why it was in the backpack earlier.
Party all night till the sun comes up. Whack a zombie, whack a zombie.
Alright, so where's this bus? Is it for just
Well, if
further
you
up the
come to
road?
where I am,
Okay. I'll sneak it.
let's just say that I've got a never-ending party here.
Oh, good grief. I think the word 1 or 2 springs to mind. So let's just appreciate how many there are. Oh, I see the bus.
You see the bus?
I've just been bitten. Move, you silly idiot. Well, no, I've been bitten, been attacked, but I didn't get bitten. That was handy. So whilst I was looking at the party you're throwing.
So you were attacked?
Yeah. Well, they were definitely gnashing on me. Hear them going.
I can see them. I would come join you, but give you a hand, but...
No, that's fine. I'm fine. I didn't get any extra damage. I think it probably just they took a chunk out of my clothes. So my clothing protected me.
I can help get that fixed up.
I'm getting in the dry. And the zombie infected house, of course. Ooh. It's weird how taco shells go rotten. But things like cereal and chips don't.
Well, cereal and chips actually are vacuum sealed.
True. And quite often they use nitrogen, don't they, in the bag so that they're not actually containing air. At least it's a thing. Is there any dish towels? Because then I can dry myself off. Nope. Let's try a bathroom. It's not a bathroom. Some decent bandages, one of them. Can actually, I think, you can dry yourself with towels and things like that, can't you? But it's a case of you can't do it with ripped sheets. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think my leather jacket took a beating.
When I finish this up, I can back at my base. I can get that all fixed up for you.
Cool. I see the party has somewhat diminished.
Yeah, they have kind of decided to
Disperse a bit. Hey, it's a state prison service bus. It's in really good condition. It has gas. It has electricity. I can't get in it though. So you'll need to, if you want to mechanic the window out of it.
There's a couple more. One more on the outside here. I think he's underneath my wheels.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not getting a target. There he is.
There you go.
He literally was right underneath.
I'm not going to get out of my truck because of the fact we got another party coming.
Okay.
I would just get back till I disperse of this party. Just because your clothes are damaged.
No, they're not badly damaged. Like I say,
Damaged nonetheless.
it's got like my jacket's got 2 holes in it. My boots have a hole in it. Oh yeah, my boots are in bad condition. Let's see if I can find some that are in better condition. Let's have a look through these zombies.
All right, that party's gone. So you want me to check out this? See if I can't get into the bus.
Yeah. Go for it. I can't open the door, but you might be able to take a window out and get in that way. But other than that, it should run absolutely fine.
Okay, it's not giving me that option to uninstall it, so I gotta. I do know that we have.
I've got the option to smash the front right window. Hoping to avoid that. I think it might be the only option though. You should just be able to hot wire and it should work straight off the bat.
All right. The bus is yours. What? Let me look what kind of windows it takes. Quick. Ah, heavy duty. And look at this. We have a heavy duty truck here. Which is not in that good of condition.
No surprises there.
But we have a van up here.
Okay, we do.
And we got a dummy here.
There's always a dummy. They respawn if you don't remember. And it's almost
There.
got a full tank of gas as well, which is even better.
Alright. Alright, I'm uninstalling this one window here.
Okay.
Alright, let me see if this will work. Okay. This window is now fixed. There you go. You now have a school bus.
Well, it's a prison bus.
Either way.
It says fix the top window, but not the bottom window as well.
Well, it looks like it, but I think that's the way it looked. Alright, looks like I got a party over here. Here, let me get into position. Ooh, there's a Jeep up here too.
Okay. I wonder if I can... If I say get in that one, it will just... Of course, I've got to take care of these two. What is that one doing? You can try doing that, only I'm going to hit you on the back of the head with my axe.
I've come to the point of,
No return?
like the military, another alarm.
Yes, well, I've already said my piece about alarms. Why I think they shouldn't be going off now.
Well, we've had, at least in this playthrough, we've had about 4 alarms.
Yeah. None of which should actually be going off at this time. Because it's a year on, and even if you factor in batteries, it shouldn't still be going off, should it, really? I mean, come on. Oh, I'm actually going to offload some of the stuff that I've got in the back of my backpack, like these bottles of bourbon, then I can... Because that's what's done me over with me equipment.
That's fine. You unload. I'll keep.
And I can put my baseball bat back in there. The dirty rag and the margarine can now go into my backpack, and I'm no longer overloaded, which has done me no favours whatsoever. Well, I'll go and have a nose at this Jeep, shall I? If you're keeping the local inhabitants busy. Okay. Okay.
Mercedes is looking good.
It's in really good condition. It's got electricity and it's got gas. I just can't get into it again. So
Well,
that's a window job. Just remove the window, put it back in.
Give me a second to... If you want to watch my back here.
Yeah, I've got it.
I hear somebody in this house.
Well, I ain't getting out of it in a hurry.
Alright. I'm in.
I can see that you're in. I can actually see you. If I zoom in, it's like you're sitting in it. Someone coming.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch coming. Alright. All clear.
Okay, well, I'll tow it with the bus.
Alright. I'm gonna try and get to my truck.
I'll give him a call.
That's okay. I'm gonna play the fence game. Ah, almost. All right, guys. You guys are. You're.
I'm shouting. They're going for you still. I'm the
Well,
one making all the noise.
let me see if I can play the losing them game.
Right, I'm just gonna get into the truck. And get into the back. Give it the hey you.
Because I'm gonna play fence game.
Not Squid
Do a
Game.
little fence. No, I'm playing fence game.
Got on the other side of the truck.
Because guess what?
What? So my mum used to say cold potatoes aren't hot.
Alright. I am actually back at the truck area.
Yeah, I saw you at the rear of the truck.
Alright, so is my driver's side clear?
Yep. There's nothing in the immediate vicinity.
Alright, I am back in the truck.
This actually has the key in it.
I would say I would recommend actually taking
Taking the key out and just hot wiring it.
well, not only that, but you could probably pull the bus a little easier than the bus can pull that.
Really? You reckon?
I'm pretty sure the bus is. It's surprisingly. You would think that the bus would be able to pull that ease.
No, let's give it a go. Let's see if I can get the option to add it. There we go. The door's still open.
Go... Here, let me go ahead of you, because that way I can be the meat and potatoes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because there is a group of zombies, I'm sure.
Well, I would go down to the next junction because that's the main road. There's a nice looking stang there, isn't it?
Oh, it's coming down raining cats and dogs.
It has for most of this playthrough. I just need to move a zombie's taking interest. I'm just going to go and avoid what I can in the way of zombies. Oh yeah, there's a party down here.
Well, I'm always game for parties.
And there's a truck.
Here. A big truck?
Yep, a hillbilly. I'm coming in the
already got
opposite
two,
direction. I'm coming in the opposite direction, so be careful. I'll have to go to the next junction.
Yeah, you go to the next junction and I'll take the heat off you.
There's quite a few large groups down this way. The truck is up to the north.
That's okay. That's
the
what
way that I just came from. I like the fact that my door is just wide open. Alright, so if I can take the next right, which is just here, this should take us up to the road where we have our houses. Oh, you are joking me.
What happened?
About that. No, it's fine. I'm on the case.
Well, if you want to take and drop that Mercedes off at my place, since Joe already has a couple of them.
Yep, that's cool. I'll sort it out. I've just got a little bit of company. I've got another, that truck that we found that was ruined?
Yeah.
I've just refound it. It's now completely in the way. So what I'll do is with the Mercedes, I'll actually move it. So that it's not in the way. And they have the technology. Keeping an eye out. It's got foggy now. This game's just incorrigible, isn't it? Get out. Let's unhitch it. Back in the car. Kill the zombies first. Get off of me. Well, we've got quite lucky with vehicles, I think. And a couple of the bus, this Mercedes. I'm sure that truck that I saw was also in good nick.
Oh, it probably was.
Oh, seriously, can I get round that?
Alright, time to...
It is getting increasingly more difficult to see. In fact, I can't even tell whether I'm actually at our base or not. I'm going to hop over the fence. I just see the construction. I don't think it is. Might be. But this definitely looks like one of ours. I'm just not entirely sure which one.
Oh, mine's got the roadblocks in front of it.
Right, okay. I'm looking for the one Joe's been building up. Oh, actually, this might be yours. Okay, I'll just unhitch this as is. Let's turn that off. I might be a little bit further. I'll take the bus. Yeah?
Yep.
Or did you want the bus? You can have both if you want. Don't mind.
No, I'm not a bus. You can have the bus.
I'm all about the bus, not the treble.
Alright, so I am on my way back to the base here.
Okay. Your carriage is outside.
I see you got some company here. Actually, this ain't even the...
Ah, this is promising. Question is, where's the actual gate? Oh, there is.
Are you at my base, or are you... Because I see your
ours.
van here.
Yeah, the Mercedes is outside your base. I'm down at ours. I'm just
Well,
trying to do
I'm
anything.
just giving you a heads up.
Yeah.
It's showing you're right here with me.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So I'm definitely at our base. dear. I might go take a look at that hillbilly. See what that's like.
I know you guys got one over at your base.
Oh, okay. Cool. Let's check my bandages up. Well, I'm all repaired. The joys of fast healer. Alright, so where's our sink? Could do with washing stuff. Yeah, so I think that was a successful run, if nothing else. We've got a couple of nice vehicles. Cleared out some Z's. Found some other prospective vehicles that we could go and nab. Just assuming they're in reasonable condition, that is. Yeah, I might take the... Didn't I have a sports car before?
Yeah, it should be the blue one.
Yeah, I think it's in the garage. I might just take that, go and have a quick look at that hillbilly. Gonna wash all my clothes though. It's like they're all filthy.
I would take and wait till the frickin' storm stops, because
well, there's no telling how long that's gonna last. That's just lasted for... That's been on and off in game for best part of a couple of days. Well, at least on one on the good point, the raincatcher barrels are filling up. So raincatcher barrels, if you put them above the sink on the ground floor, so you can see I'm using water and the water has run out a long time ago. It's using water from the raincatcher barrels, which are on the level above, and you can plumb them in using a pipe wrench into the sink, and that supplies clean water for you to drink and put in your bottles, basically. This is a trick that we've done time and time again.
yeah, I'm going to keep trying to move here. And yep, I just ran over a zombie.
That's not unusual. It's not unusual to run over a zombie. Sorry. Couldn't resist.
That's okay. Having to use the actual mini map here to get where I need to.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was looking at, and it was like I was at your base and not. I was. So, it's like Supertoad just said there were roadblocks outside. Is there's roadblocks just there? I'm outside the wrong base. Oh, it's got proper dark and all. I've got a Christmas tree to plant after this. We've had a Christmas tree outside a pine tree outside the front of our house for years and years and years, and this year the heat killed it off. So,
dang.
Yeah. So it was in a pot, so it's been in a pot for years, and we've always used it as like as an additional sort of external Christmas tree. We've always put sort of like fairy lights and that on it, and the odd bauble here and there just to make the place look a bit more Christmassy from the outside, if you see what I mean, of the house. But it's looking really brown and unpleasant, so we've got another Christmas tree to replant it, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. It's like I'm gonna have to lift this thing into a bin. It's not gonna be easy. I'm just not looking forward to it at all. But it is what it is. Now I found lard and margarine. Oh, please Joe a bit. Yeah, God, that storm is just going on, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm having troubles right now. I'm trying to get back to my base because
It's great. I'm British. I'm talking about the weather. In-game weather. Yay. And we've got loads of food here. It's just unreal. Like I say, food is not a problem for us, and I've come across loads and loads and loads and loads of cans of food to pick up and eat anyway. It's like we're not short of food. Even, and the thing is, we got a deposit for that sort of thing. I'm just going to bank in there for the time being. Yeah, so the thing is we haven't got anywhere. We haven't got a bin, so we can actually, because a normal bin, if you want to get rid of something, you just generally drop it on the ground and have done with it. But if you want to get rid of it properly, i.e. delete it from the world, you actually need a dustbin to do that. You can see my green screen's sort of gone funny with the light because it's getting dark outside. And it's not quite as transparent as it could be. Oh. That might help a bit. Or not. Actually add some light. But yeah, anyway, that's gone 3 o'clock. So that means we've been at this for a couple of hours, which means it's time to end the live. So if you've enjoyed watching this video on this live session, don't forget to hit like and support my channel and help promote my content, and get the joys of Project Zomboid out there. And it would be most appreciated if you did. But until next time, thanks for joining us. Get on the chat, say hi. Don't forget to check out the links below for Facebook and Twitter and the things that I'm going to be posting and I have posted, because not all of it is Project Zomboid. But until next week, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from and it's goodbye from Supertone. But until next week, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Sunday, 1 o'clock GMT, for another playthrough of Project Zomboid. But until then, thank you very much for watching,